Comics as a medium are very interdisciplinary. They cover a lot of different topics. And so I think that the comic arts make a lot of sense to our students. They're very interested in them.
Here is where our original comics collection lives. There are about 5,000 or so comics in these 20 boxes, and there's a lot of cool stuff in here. Thor. SDSU originally started out collecting alternative and underground comics. The collection was fairly modest in size and not very well known. But then a couple of years ago, a comic arts committee was formed, and due to the outreach efforts of that committee, a lot of people in the community started seeking us out to donate their comics. So now our collection has really expanded to pretty much encompass any area of comics collecting that you can possibly think of. And this really is just the tip of the iceberg as far as our comics holdings now.
Comics really talk about what it means to be human. They trace the culture in that way. So if you look at a certain time period and what was happening in the comic arts at that time, you're getting a reflection of people. So for example, this is The Nam, and it's a comic that is about the Vietnam War. We have some anthologies from 9/11, so comic artists contributed to this, and it shows how we were dealing with that tragedy.
This is what really makes SDSU stand out. We have these really unique pop culture collections that distinguish us in connection with the SoCal fandom community.
San Diego has a vibrant and very active comic arts community. Of course, we have Comic-Con. There's a number of anime conventions and science fiction conventions. So we have all these things going on in the universe of San Diego, and this collection and our experiences with comics here at San Diego State really position us to be a key player in the academic aspect of studying and researching comics.
Pam and I have been trying to think of ways to get this stuff more immediately accessible and ready for people, because we now have easily over 20,000 comics. They are completely uncatalogued, but in a traditional cataloging sense, it would be easily a decade before all of these comics were cataloged.
Popular culture in general is very exciting and interesting to students. I think it makes learning fun, and it engages them in a way that they sometimes don't engage with their materials for class. And it would be a real shame to let these sit here unusable for the next 5 to 10 years. So if we can make these available soon, that would be great.